The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
And good morning, Kern County. It is 6 a.m. on this Tuesday morning. I'm Alex Fisher. Begin with breaking news from overnight and a scary scene driving down Highway 178 through the Kern River Canyon. It happened just before 9 o'clock last night. At one point, CHP shut down part of the road because of heavy smoke. It was making it very difficult for drivers to see. The road is back open, though, this morning, as it appears crews are getting the upper hand. Meantime, while that fire in the canyon was burning, crews in Bakersfield knocked down this blaze. This is at a home on the east side of town on Potomac Avenue. The blaze began around 10:30. The house appears to be vacant. No word yet, though, on how the fire started. It is expected to be one of the busiest nights of the year for firefighters across Kern County, and a big reason for that is illegal fireworks and the dangers that come with them. 17 Sunrise reporter Aaliyah Fitzgerald is in central Bakersfield next to a safe and sane fireworks stand. And Aaliyah, I know you're talking about how this is going to be the busiest night of the year. Typically it is for firefighters.
Clothing being charred in seconds and fireworks going off nearly instantaneously are two things that could happen even with safe and sane fireworks.
There was an incident in Lake Ronkonkoma where someone was lighting off fireworks. That firework hit off the ground, ricocheted off a rock, and the rock was embedded into somebody's leg.
It is crucial for adult supervision of children playing with any kinds of fireworks, no matter their age.
Children between the ages of 10 and 14 annually have the highest rate of fireworks injuries, with more than 1/3 of those victims being under the age of 15.
KernCounty.org will show you how many fireworks that are illegal that are being reported and taken care of in your area. If you do need to report an illegal fireworks situation in your area, do not call 911. Be sure to go online, KernCountyFire.org.
Making headlines around the nation and an update on breaking news from yesterday. A man is now in custody after 5 people were killed in a mass shooting in Philadelphia. Police say a gunman wearing a bulletproof vest opened fire in a neighborhood, and the shooting took place over several city blocks. Responding officers say they chased the gunman as he continued to open fire. He was arrested in an alley after surrendering. 5 men were killed and 2 boys, ages 2 and 13, were wounded. And it was a holiday weekend of violence across the nation, and another U.S. city deals with a mass shooting. 2 people were killed and dozens more were wounded when a gunman opened fire at a block party in Baltimore. NBC's Drew Petrimo has more from Washington.
The city of Baltimore reeling after gunfire erupts early Sunday morning during a block party. 30 people were shot and 2 victims were killed.
Once again, we won't stop until we find those responsible and hold them accountable.
But the carnage in Baltimore is just one example of gun violence that raged across the U.S. over the holiday weekend. In Wichita, Kansas, 9 people were shot after a gunman opened fire at a nightclub. In Chicago, police say 31 people were shot, with 3 killed over the weekend. This as Highland Park, a Chicago suburb, prepares to mark the solemn 1-year anniversary of the mass shooting at a July 4th parade that left 7 people dead.
I will never not be here and not think about what we went through.
While preliminary numbers show overall gun homicides appear to be coming down from the record highs seen during the height of the pandemic, mass shootings are on the rise. So far this year, there have been 340 mass shootings, continuing an upward trend that started in 2020.
This is a truly heartbreaking reality. Unfortunately, we see this time and time again. A holiday weekend, a weekend period ending in gunfire.
On the eve of Independence Day, there are worries that more violence will come.
I implore everyone to please be safe. Think of those around you and the lives you could potentially impact if you make a wrong choice.
According to the Gun Violence Archive database, over the last decade, there have been more mass shootings on July 4th than any other day of the year. And July 4th has been especially violent over the last several years. The U.S. has averaged 10 mass shooting events on the holiday since 2020. Drew Petrimo, NBC News, Washington.
Turning to our coverage of the Sierra snowmelt, and the water flowing through the Kern River is raging right now, and because of that, There have already been 11 rescues this summer, the latest happening yesterday afternoon. Rescue crews say 2 people were stuck in the river near Lake Ming. One person managed to get out of the river on their own, but the second had to get help. Both of them were not wearing life vests.
And make sure that if you are going anywhere near this river, that you do have a personal flotation device, and stay 10 feet away. Don't swim in the river.
Rescue leaders say one of the problems they're seeing is people consume alcohol and then they don't wear a life vest when they decide to go in the river. The best advice, as you just heard that firefighter say, stay out and stay alive. To your 17 follow-up file, and after being stuck in the water for nearly 3 weeks, rescue crews have still not been able to reach the body of a kayaker in the Kern River. The kayaker was part of a group of 5 professionals who fell into the rushing water. The 4 others were successfully rescued. Rescue crews say the body is just stuck in a spot and it is too dangerous to go there right now. They tried to recover the body last week while water levels did drop down a little bit, but conditions were just still too rough. 3 of the rescuers needed to be saved themselves. In order to celebrate our nation's Independence Day, many people across Kern County will set fireworks off. However, repercussions can occur if they are not used correctly. 17 Sunrise reporter Aaliyah Fitzgerald joins us in downtown Bakersfield at a Safe and Sane fireworks stand with more on what you need to know. Good morning, Aaliyah.
Good morning. Happy 4th of July. It is so important to be looking at your fireworks after you bought them. If there is a short fuse, if it looks a little weird, don't light it because injuries can also occur even with the Safe and Sane fireworks. It is not uncommon for bodily injuries to occur when using these fireworks, and it is so not uncommon for preventable injuries to be occurring during these. Taking proper precautions like checking for proper fuses on fireworks and staying away from the illegal ones entirely will insanely help during this time. Fireworks can easily harm the body and especially the hands, and if you see a firework included in the ones that you bought that looks odd, again, be sure to dispose of them. They're not worth the injuries that could occur with them. And again, if you do witness illegal fireworks, be sure to not call 911. Be sure to go online, kerncountyfire.org, in order to not only report that, but also look at the map of the ones that are reported around you. In Central Bakersfield, I'm Aaliyah Fitzgerald.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.